everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Guy Party. This is Beautiful Brad.
This is Chester.
How goes it, Chester?
It's a fucking beautiful day.
It is.
Yeah, it's been cold as shit lately, especially for the first couple days of May.
I know. What the fuck is with Ohio, dude?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It's been crushing my soul, dude. I don't know how you've been handling it, but like, I think like the past 2 days, I've just basically got off work and laid around in my filth and just...
Yeah, I've gotten pretty fat.
Preaching to the choir, brother.
I'm ready to get out and hike and shit. I'm so ready for that.
I did go for a hike today, and it was wonderful. It kind of snapped me out of my funk.
Yeah, I bet. Hiking, like, there's a couple things that can, if I'm in a bad way mentally, it can kind of help clear the fog.
It really can.
And hiking is totally one of those.
Yeah.
Hiking, LSD.
Yeah. LSD does help.
Blowjob.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been getting many blowjobs these days, but a good old-fashioned blowjob does do the trick.
You ever, like, get in a mood where you're just, like, really fucking cranky and you're like, I just need to come.
Oh, yeah.
And then you come and you, like, it's actually like a load has come off of your shoulder.
It really, yeah. I actually did it today. I was kind of getting agitated at work.
Yeah, and you're just like, trying to crank one.
Have you ever noticed, too, it helps you fall asleep?
Oh, God, I could sleep easy after I come.
Yeah.
Like, most of the time, Amber and I have sex at night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a morning sex kind of guy. I dig it because I like seeing it all. And then, at night, it's like lights off, like just feeling around in the dark.
Yeah. You need to get some LED lights.
Right? Or some like glow-in-the-dark anal beads.
Yeah, that too.
Shine a little light in there. But yeah, when I'm done... Sometimes, like, she'll even, like, finish me off by hand or whatever, and I'll just want to sit in my cum.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just, like, my instinct is just to fall asleep with the cum just on my stomach. I don't know what it is about coming. It's like, it relaxes you so much.
It does.
To the point where you just, like, take a nap.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing lately. I wouldn't say I have insomnia, but, like, I have issues sleeping, and, like, if I'm exhausted, I'm just, like... jerk one off, baby, and then sure shit, I'm going to bed.
There you go. That's it. I get like that, and when I get into that mood where like I need to come, like I can't stop looking at porn.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
It's almost like if I don't come, it's like I think differently. It's like I need to get it out of my system so that like I can think logically.
That is true, too. Like, it kind of, like, de-wires you from, like, a primitive standpoint, and it does give you more focus.
Right.
Which is weird because some fighters, I guess maybe when I say fighters, it kind of goes to the point. Like, you don't want to think maybe logically when you're in a ring beating people up, but they say the fighters, they tell them not to jerk off and shit until after the fight.
Oh, I believe it.
Just to get them all wound up and wired. Yeah, it makes sense.
Do they tape their dicks down in case they get hard?
I don't know. Like,
because especially like UFC or like real like wrestling, not WWE, but like dudes are like grinding up on each other, and I'm not gay, but friction is fucking friction.
Yeah, especially when you're like a peak athlete in your 20s. And your friction is friction.
I don't know. Like, that's interesting. But that totally makes sense to me. Like, which kind of makes me wonder if, like, after the fight, they just go back in the locker room and just crank one out.
Yeah, they're like, everyone's celebrating. Their fight crew celebrating. They're like, just give me a moment. And he just, like, fucking goes in the locker and just starts jerking off.
They should start having press interviews in there.
Yeah.
Like, as he's cranking it.
Aaron Andrews is in there. It's like, what did you think? And he's just fucking sitting there.
And then, like, he just splats on the shower wall. And then he's just like, well, Aaron, let me tell you about the fight today.
Yeah.
He just comes to.
Yeah, it's like, so this is how I saw it. The guy was taking a left hook to the right, and then I dodged down and put him in an arm bar, left guillotine or whatever the fuck. But yeah, like as soon as he comes, it's like everything just comes into perspective.
That's exactly how it is for me. Like working at home too, like I have all the opportunity in the world to crank it, and so like I'll take crank breaks because I'm just like, I need to get back to focusing on my work.
That's why I did it today. Like, honestly, the older I've got, I haven't been, like, cranking it on regular schedule like I did in my 20s.
Sure.
Which, I mean, that's obvious. But,
right.
yeah, dude, it really kind of hones you the fuck back in. Just like, all right.
I feel like therapists should just, like, suggest that. Like, when they have a patient that's all like, like, yeah, put them in a straitjacket, but keep one arm free.
Yeah. Or, like, when couples are about to get divorced, it's like, maybe not fuck each other, but just come and then come to your senses, and then maybe you won't want to, like, make irrational decisions.
Is that what they call it? Come to your senses?
It could be. The come to your senses pot.
I mean, it really is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it wasn't for masturbation, like, there would be so much rape.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, I honestly, like, if it wasn't for masturbation, like, I could see me fucking one of my dogs. Or both of them. I don't know.
Yeah, because, I mean, dudes got to release, you know? Especially, like, dudes that are full of testosterone. Like, you lose it the older you get, but a fucking horned up goddamn 20 and 30-year-old, like, dude.
They're dangerous.
They are. Like, for real.
That's probably why there's so many prison fights.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't have as many opportunities to jerk off.
They're all just fucking pent up, fucking, like, ready to go nuts.
Maybe, like, that's, like, something we should introduce in the prison systems. Have, like, a little jerk-off room for them.
I think so, yeah.
We could have it sponsored by Kleenex.
Hell yeah.
Well, I prefer a tissue to clean myself. Like,
yes.
Sometimes I'll use toilet paper.
Yeah.
In a desperate need, I'll use a napkin or a paper towel or a sock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But for the most part, it's tissue.
I like a tissue. I don't mind toilet paper. Socks a little rough because when you're coming, it gets a little sensitive for me.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just fucking... I'll be so lazy and I just want to come, and I'll just bust it all over myself and then just put my dick away and just let it lay.
There you go.
Yeah, because I know we had a discussion where you found maybe cum-crusted, like, underwear, and you were kind of amazed by it. Like, how is this even possible? I'm like, it is very possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes, though, with, like, I think it's a toilet paper more than anything. You ever get this where, like, a little piece of it will, like, stick to your dick?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then you got to do this thing where it's, like, it's not coming off, and you got to lick your finger and like get it wet so you can get it off the tip of your penis.
I have had it stick, but I think
you're able to get it off.
Usually. I think I just usually left it there.
You just left it there until you take a shower.
just disgustingly until, like, I took a shower.
It's one of those things that for me, because I'm in a relationship, it's like she knows I jerk off, right?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I don't want her to find the evidence of me jerking off, having jerked off. Like, I don't want her to know specifically when I jerk off.
Yeah.
I just want her to have this idea that I occasionally do it. Like, one time she was like, I didn't clean myself off very well, and I'm a hairy dude, so there were some crusty hairs on my belly, and she was just like, you jerked off today, and I was all embarrassed.
Of course you were.
So I got to get that shit cleaned off in case, like, we fuck later, and then she, like, pulls down my pants or pulls my dick out or whatever, and sees a little tissue thing, like, crusted on my dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
It takes her out of the mood, I think.
I agree. Like, yeah, because I'm not in a relationship, so I don't have to necessarily clean up.
Right.
But, yeah. She's been like, yeah, baby, I fucking jerked off to your sweet butthole. Bend over and touch your toes.
There you go. I never thought about that. Like, just tell her, I did it to her.
Can't stop thinking about your fucking sweet juices. I'm not married. I haven't been married. And, like, if you're in that situation, do they ever ask you, like, what did you jerk off to? And do you tell a sweet little white lie and just get them more in the mood? Because if they found out you fucking jerked off, they're probably down there ready to suck and fuck. So
I think that we've discussed, like, what do I jerk off to?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I told the truth.
Of course you did.
But not the entire truth.
Yeah, all right. White lies work, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, like, I'll say, like, yeah, like, I jerk it to curvy girls, because that actually is my thing. I do like jerking it to curvy girls. But I didn't mention the fact that sometimes I jerk it to girls taking a piss in each other's mouth.
I got you. So
I didn't mention on special days I jerked off to I don't know, like a black girl with armpit hair.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes I get really specific kinks.
Yeah, did you ever go into details about the flower extravaganza?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Where he was like drowning in his urine.
I think the one thing I didn't mention was the fact that it was the same stripper from my bachelor.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I didn't even mention like the piss. And she was like, "Ew," and I was like, "Don't knock it."
Yeah, don't knock it till you try it. Sweet release. It's like, let's try this, babe. I'm going to fill you full of fucking high C.
Yes.
And we're going to watch a movie, and you hold it. And then, like a sexy movie, one, like, there's a good sex scene. It's like, then when we get to this an hour fucking 10 in, we're going to pause it. We're going to run to the bedroom. And then you're just going to fucking, we're going to start fucking just release on.
Yes. Yes. High C, the orange high C?
Any type of drink. I'm just throwing high C out there.
You know how, like, they say, like, when you eat asparagus, like, it makes your pee smell like it or whatever?
Yeah.
What would be, like, a good one? Wouldn't that be dope if, like, you got a girl to just, like, eat a bunch of Skyline and her piss just tasted like it?
Oh, yeah. But it's like, cinnamon fucking part comes out.
Yeah. It just tastes like a Red Hot.
Yeah. It's like I'm doing Aftershock. Red Hot fucking. Oh, yeah.
Do they still make Squeeze-Its?
What, like the little juice thing?
You remember Squeeze-Its from the 90s? Like the little, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get some of that action.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that should taste pretty good.
I mean, really, like, if it wasn't for, like, the smell or the taste, it would just be like she was squirting you down with, like, a water gun or something, right?
Yeah.
It's just a water gun that's coming out of her urethra.
I mean, Flower drank stripper piss, so
right.
He didn't seem to mind it. I mean, I think they were like pounding beers. I think at that point, is there really a taste? You're just like pissing out. I don't know.
If it wasn't for the fact that it smelled bad, I think I could get into feces play.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? If it didn't smell bad and it was just like, oh, this is creamy.
Yeah, but
smear it on yourself.
Unfortunately, it smells awful.
Right, yeah.
Speaking of all the piss, I gotta piss real quick.
I think that's part of human evolution. I think that, like, shit used to smell good.
Yeah.
But then we just kind of played around with it and, like, got a bunch of diseases from the bacteria.
Probably.
So we evolved stinky shit. Keep fucking mongoloid degenerates from using it as a sex toy. Yeah, and I'll say, too, that, like, there's certain types of porn that I definitely don't want Amber to know about. But because, like, I wouldn't want her to, like, get offended, I guess would be the word. Like, for instance, like, if I'm looking up girls with big butts or something like that. I love Amber's butt, but it's not very big. And so I don't want her thinking like, oh, he wants a girl with a fat ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want her to think that I jerk off to girls that look exactly like her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing with porn is it's like an escape from reality, but you just gotta be like with a dude or a chick that realizes that and not a sexual predator like Flower that is gonna act on those fucking fantasies.
Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes I jack it to the exact opposite of Amber. Like, Amber's got big tits with kind of a small booty, and I'll jerk off to a girl with, like, a curvy girl with small tits and a big ass. I get very specific kinks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just, that's the greatness about porn.
That is. Like, whatever your kink is, you could probably find something.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they've got something for everything. Everyone. Everything.
Right. I think we tried to come up with a unique one.
Yeah, we did.
And I don't remember what it was. I think it was like woke porn or something like that.
Oh, yeah, like a Karen maybe yelling at somebody. But,
yeah.
I mean, isn't that kind of
like... Getting berated is
dominatrix.
Dominatrix, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever did actually find one. I think it was just damn near impossible.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
And anything you... you could probably search for porn... that's with an MC Hammer track in the background, and you find it.
I know there used to be 70s taboo when you'd be banging your aunt and shit, and now that's everything you search. It's oh, I love these chicks with big tits, but it's oh, my brother. I'm oh God, can we mute it?
That's one thing, and I feel where did that popularity come from? The incest shit. Well, no, actually, a lot of it really is straight up incest. But I know it's you're not really watching a mom fuck her son or something like that, but
a lot of it's step.
The step,
yeah.
But there are some where it's not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there is.
But I feel they're actors and they aren't really related. But they're just saying they are. But you never know.
That's true. I mean, dude, some of them fucking chicks are just designed to fuck and they don't give a shit. There's this Only Stands podcast with Glennie Balls from the Sunday Conversation. Have you ever seen that with Caleb Presley? It's fucking funny as shit. I'll have to send you the links. But it's this fat guy that just eats ice cream on Sunday Conversation. But he interviews all these OnlyFans girls. And they talk about all this fucking weird shit they get paid to do. There's a slime porn. The dude paid her $800. It was called slime porn. He's I just had to be covered in something creamy from my knees to my neck. It didn't matter what it was. So they went peanut butter. But it's just, there's a lot of weird fucking shit out there, dude.
I started watching this show on Hulu called Extreme Love. And
Extreme Love. There you go.
Yeah. And this dude, was his I don't know if it's his wife or his girlfriend, but she was 700 pounds, and she had an OnlyFans page, and
there you go.
But what their goal was to get her to 1,000 pounds. She wanted to be the biggest woman on the planet.
That is healthy.
And she wanted to be immobile, so that he would always have to take care of her. She wanted to be totally dependent on him, and he would take.
How do you wipe that ass?
So he would take in the morning or whatever when it was feeding time. He would take a bunch of Pop-Tarts and ice cream and butter and shove them in a blender and get them into a liquid.
Oh my God.
And then he would put a tube in her mouth and feed her from a funnel. She's gulping this down gulp, 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 gulp. And he's just sitting there watching all lovingly
just getting hard.
Yeah, and he's all I'm so proud of you.
What the fuck? Oh my God, yeah, dude.
It was fucking great. I'm just oh man.
Yeah, wow.
They even called it funnel feeding.
Funnel feeding?
I was that's fucking crazy, but right on.
We used to call it beer bongs.
Right? Pop-Tart bongs.
Yeah. Funnel feeding.
But yeah, what ended up happening is they ended up getting pregnant. And
how?
I know.
Did they find the baby when it came out?
They're listening with the stethoscope or what, or no, the ultrasound thing, listening for the heartbeat on our stomach, and I'm how can it pierce that much?
I know. I feel she'll be doing
how can the machines go that deep?
you don't see a baby bump. When the baby comes out, she could be fucking sitting on it.
Right. They finally get her up after 20 years, and there's just a flattened baby under there. Jesus. But when they found out about that, they're whoa, we gotta stop it with the funnel feeding and the stuff, and let's eat salads and stay alive for the kid.
Yeah, fuck.
Which was really fucking funny because before the kid, the guy's all fucking funnel feed, and he's well, we want to be around for this kid, and it's you didn't want to be around before?
I mean, is the dude fat or is he skinny?
Now it looks like us.
Dude, I've noticed this throughout my career, The skinniest dudes love the biggest fucking chicks. Dude, I don't know. Not always, but I've known some, like, skinny, good-looking fucking cats that just love big old fat bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times that, you know, dudes go after chicks that kind of remind them of their moms.
Yeah.
But also, I think, like, an equal amount of the time, dudes will go for chicks that are, like, the opposite of their moms. Mm-hmm. So you figure a skinny dude probably comes from skinny parents, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what that is that the dude had a skinny mom and he's just wanting to go for the exact opposite of that. Like a woman that just doesn't remind him anything of his mother. I don't know.
yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I'd love to get into the psychology of why, like, skinny dudes love big women.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, some of them, it's like, you almost feel like you gotta have a big dick just to, like,
yeah.
Like, otherwise it's like you're bumping up against skin.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're only getting, like, an inch in.
You're fucking a rash.
Right? You probably could be. You're like, I'm ready to come, and she's like, you're not in yet.
I mean, in no means am I any fucking peak physique, but the thought of 1,000-pound woman, dude. Like,
oh yeah, I like curvy girls. I like big girls, but that's I got my limits.
Yeah, do you like 600-pound curvy girls? Yeah.
No, but I mean, to each their own.
Yeah,
but that's one where it's like, that's super unhealthy. That's a fast track to the coffin.
Yeah. And dude, like, you're gonna have to rip the roof off your house and have a crane pick the motherfucker out.
Right.
Like, dude, yeah.
Yeah, if there's a fire, you're fucked.
Yeah.
If there's a fire, like, sorry, I'm not even going to try to save you because it's not going to fucking happen.
And who knows, the fire might start in her panties because of all the goddamn...
The friction from between the thighs?
Yeah, or all the goddamn fried food.
I'd have to, like, if I was into that, just for safety's sake, I feel like she would be, like, on her bed permanently, right? Mm-hmm. I'd build, like, a trap door.
Where she falls in the basement.
So she, like, the bed just, like, falls, and then she, like, goes down, like, a slide outside and, like...
the pig trough.
Into the trough, into the chicken coop.
What's the name of that show?
Extreme Love. There's also a dude on there that, was into old chicks.
I mean, I can get with that.
He was, I think, younger than us and dating a woman that was 93.
Yeah, that's a bit extreme.
And they were, like, making out. And then, like, he introduced her to his mother, and his mom was, like, asking him what they like to do, and she was like, well, you know, we like to do the normal stuff. We hang out, we watch TV, we make videotapes. And I was like, whoa. What was that last one? And then, like, you know how shows do, like, little updates at the end? Mm-hmm. Like the words come up and tell you what happened? Yeah. It came up and it was like, she died 2 years later. She was like, I don't even think it was 2 years. I think it was like a year later. She was like, Myrtle died at 93 years old. And then Eddie is now working at a nursing home, fostering a relationship.
Yes! We need to get Eddie on Guy Party. I was gonna say, like, was it some, like, Anna Nicole shit where she married some fucking... decrepit?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is it just like that's his thing?
No, I think that's his thing. I think he just likes to fuck older ladies. His mom was like, this isn't the first one he's brought around. He was like, not that long ago, he brought around some lady that was in her 60s. And then he dumped her for this one.
I mean, when I was in my 20s, I had a crush on, like, moms in 40s and 50s. But now that I'm in my 40s, like... Yeah, like 40-year-old women. Like, I'm not, like, looking for 60s, 70s, 80s.
No,
yeah.
Goodness, no.
Nah, yeah.
But I kind of think the guy is lucky because if that's your kick, there is so much opportunity out there for you.
Yeah.
The world's your fucking oyster when it comes to fucking old chicks. Like that old, like 80 plus. Because there's just a fuck ton of them out there that are single.
And you're not going to have to stick around long either.
You're not going to have to stick around long. They might not even remember you the next day.
Yeah. Better.
Every time is the first time.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a weird world out there.
You remember that movie 50 First Dates?
With Barrymore?
Yeah,
man, my girl.
Yeah, so, like, every time they fucked, for her, it was the first time.
Oh, yeah, because she kept forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, remember at the end, like, they played her a little tape, like, hey, remember? Like, I know you don't, but here's your life now.
Yeah.
You have a kid. That's fucking weird and irresponsible, but...
Yeah, that sounds exhausting. Like, I mean, I would do that for 30-year-old Barrymore. I wouldn't do that for a 93-year-old fucking grandma. Can you imagine going through that birthing process? Because, yeah, they kind of clip to the end. And, like, he's like, oh, I love her so much. I'll make a video for her every day.
Right, and they've got a kid. But, yeah, every day of that pregnancy, she woke up like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, I mean... Hopefully she's not, like, in the slightest crazy, because she's like, my God, I gotta start running, or, like, what the fuck happened to me?
She just starts running into a wall.
Yeah.
Pregnant belly first. Abortion.
Yeah.
Abortion.
Yeah, she might just like, God damn, how many Snicker bars did I eat last night? Because, like, what's the last...
Do you think she's fat?
Yeah. Like, what's the last day she remembers before then?
And do you think, like, he's got to get out of bed, like, before her every night? Otherwise, she's waking up next to a stranger.
And see, God bless the movies, because that...
It wouldn't work.
You're the only motherfucker I know on planet Earth that might do something like that, but would you even do that?
I don't know, dude. Like you said, Barrymore in her 30s.
Yeah, I mean, she is the 2022...
Memory Madness.
Memory Madness.
23. We're in 23.
Oh, yeah, that's right, 2023. Yeah.
22 is Alexandria Daddario.
Yeah.
24, yet to be determined.
But, even with that being said, you gotta work. She's obviously not working. Like, you gotta get a job.
Didn't she work? Didn't she work at an aquarium or something like that?
Did she? I don't know. I haven't watched that movie in a while.
Yeah, I thought she worked at an aquarium, and, like, Rob Schneider was, like, some dirty grease monkey that worked with her or something like that.
God bless Rob Schneider. Even then, like, I mean, it goes back to Hollywood. Like, there's somebody that's going to forget every day. They're going to be like, oh, did I feed the stingrays or the orca?
Right. Speaking of, like, aquarium stuff, we were talking earlier about how, like, you know, when you're all worked up, you got to come and release. Mm-hmm. I saw an article the other day. This lady was doing this study with dolphins, like, trying to, like, communicate with them, like, teach them to communicate with her. And there was a male dolphin, and it would get, like, worked up, and it would try to fuck her.
Yeah.
And she said they couldn't move on until she would release him.
Yeah?
And she would and she would jerk him off. And then he was cool, and then they could move on.
They say dolphins are the second smartest mammals next to Homo sapiens. Like, they're really intelligent.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Fuck, they might even be smarter than us. Who knows? But, I mean, that dolphin got jerked off every day.
Yeah, I mean, he knew what was up.
A lot of them use their smarts for other shit. That's the guy party dolphin right there. He's like, I'm going to use my smarts to get jerked off every day.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they say dolphins are like the second smartest mammals. And like, yeah, we have gorillas and whatnot, but yeah, he fucking used it to his advantage.
That's right. But that just illustrates the point we were talking about earlier. When you gotta come, you gotta come.
And think straight.
Yep, exactly.
Like, you want me to perform?
It's like having to take a shit. I mean, you know, like you're distracted by it until you get that release.
Yeah, and it is a release too.
It really is,
because it's very soothing. The wiping part is very strenuous and stressful. I mean, the older I've gotten, it's
oh yeah, for sure. You're talking about shitting.
Yeah, taking shits.
Yeah. So, because especially like God, yeah. I mean, is there like a more like moment than like when you really have to go and you finally get that?
Yeah, like when you're clenching cheeks and you're driving home,
right?
And you're just like
sweating, and you're miserable. That's all you can fucking think about. Mm-hmm. And then you get down to a toilet. And I swear to God, my asshole knows when I'm close to a toilet, too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'll get in the bathroom, and I'm like, come on. And I'm like, hang on, I gotta get the damn pants off.
That's how it is for me. And I end up, like, I'll make it all the way home or make it all the way to a bowl. And then I explode, and I got it all over my legs and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll have my pants down, but it'll be all over the back to where I sit in it. Mm-hmm. And it's just fucking disgusting.
Yep.
Especially the older I get, taking a shit is a workout, dude. Yeah. It's just awful.
Yeah. But that initial release is dope.
It is awesome. Yeah. And I mean, if you're at home and you're not wanting to go out anywhere and you shit all over yourself, it's pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just hose.
Yeah. Yeah. Get in the shower. But, like, when you're out, I mean, even the release itself is great, but then you're like, fuck. And then you start stressing, and you build up another, like, stress shit.
Yeah, for me, it's, like, especially, like, when I shit in public, you know, like, I'm so eager to get out of there just because it's so uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't even wipe as well.
Yeah,
and then I got that thing where I'm like, you know, like, rubbing my asshole into my underwear to try to get those little last bits of shit off of my asshole.
And, you just feel it.
It just feels gross.
Yeah. Like, we're just nodding our heads in disgust. Like, we know the feeling. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, I went to a concert a couple weeks ago, and luckily, I found some clean bowls, and I had to take 3 shits, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
At Bogart's?
Madison Theater.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad.
It wasn't, because there's 3 levels, and nobody had hit it yet. If it was at Bogart's, I would have just shit my pants.
Yeah, it probably would have been the better way to go about it.
Dude, Bogart's is disgusting.
I mean, that's got to be the worst. At, like, a bar or a concert venue
It
like
is.
that.
It's awful.
Like, because, I mean, there's fucking piss everywhere because drunks can't aim.
No,
and there's puke sometimes. There's shit in the bowl. Yeah, it's the worst. Stadiums are also pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, if you don't hit it early, you're literally going into a slip and slide. I'll eat so much Pepto when I'm going to, like, a Bengals game or, like, a Bogart's, to where, like, I can't shit for, like, 2 days. But then you're paying for that because, like, dude, your gut's hurting. You can't shit.
Right.
And it's like, and then when it finally starts coming, it's all, like, pasty and shit.
It's
barely
black.
And it's coming out. It's, like, sticking to your cheeks and everything. It's like, fuck, man.
You ever get that explosive shit where it comes out, but then, like, it comes out with such force that it splashes the water, and then the water comes back up, and, like, now you've got shit water all up in your taint?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I hate that shit.
So do I. I'm telling you, dude, the older I get, the more I hate taking shits. It's honestly, I don't leave the house sometimes because of the thought of having to take a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always hated shitting in public. I don't know. I'm not grossed out by too much. But I don't remember the name of this movie, but there's this movie where this, like, teenage girl, like, has an obsession with taking shits in public. Like, she enjoys it.
Oh, yeah.
And for her, the dirtier the toilet, the better.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And, like, she finds these ones that are just, and she doesn't wipe it off or anything. And it's just like, like, no thank you, Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, getting somebody's piss or shit, like, on your leg or on your butt cheek, is it gonna give you AIDS? Probably not.
I mean, like,
it's just fucking gross.
It sucks. And, like, if it gets bad enough, it's like there's piss everywhere. It's like, all right, I'll try to find the one with the least amount of piss.
Right.
And then I'll clean up the piss, but you don't get it all. And then it's like, it's in the back of your head the whole night, but at least it's not shit.
Right.
Because piss is sterile.
I don't know. Have you seen those countries over in Asia where it's like the toilet, like the bowl isn't even elevated. It's just like a hole in the ground. So you don't even sit, you squat.
Oh, yeah.
At least we don't have that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not like this anymore. Maybe it is. Who knows? But I've heard, like, in India, in the poor parts of India, they go into these places and there's a hole that, like, and it just goes into, like, a river or something like that, and, like, they don't even have toilet paper, and they just wipe, like, take their left hand and they wipe with it.
Yeah, no.
And they always, I don't know, I've always heard don't shake hands with people in India for that reason.
You have to shake them with a certain hand because they wipe their ass with the other.
Right, which is, I mean, God bless America.
Yeah. I mean, running water is amazing because the last pod we did, I don't know if you remember or not, but I said we didn't have running water for like 4 days. And it's like, you don't realize how much running water means to you until you don't have it, dude. Like, I mean, just taking a shit was an ordeal. You had to leave the house. If you took a shit at the house, it had to sit there. And then we had to, like, fucking go to the neighbors and get fucking hose water and dump it in the back and flush. And there's, like, no showers.
Yeah. Yeah, we was it last weekend or 2 weekends ago, we ended our water heater went out.
Oh God!
So we ended up with no hot water for a while. It pissed me off too. I used Angie's List. I bought a water heater from Home Depot, and then I used Angie's List to hire a plumber to install it. And if I'd called like Roto-Rooter or whatever, they would have been out there next day or the same day. But I was trying to save money, so I went on Angie's List and hired some dude. And Amber was like, "Oh, he looks creepy." Like they had a picture of him, and we're like, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want that man in my house." And I'm like, "But it's like half the price."
Yeah.
And so it gets to the day. We've already been like 5-6 days without hot water at this point, and the motherfucker didn't show. And I'm just livid. I took the day off of work, and the motherfucker didn't show.
Yeah.
And so I'm just fucking livid at this point. But I ended up calling a local plumber, and they came out the next day and fixed it. But I got charged like even more than I would have paid Home Depot to install it.
Really?
But I was just so fucking desperate
Yeah.
at that point that I forked out the dough, and I'm fucking horrible.
Yeah. How did you get the fucking hot water heater to your house?
Oh, I
you got
loaded it in the van.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot you had a van.
Yeah, I mean it's long, but it's it was
Yeah.
it fit in the back of the van. But
I forgot you had a van.
right. But yeah, no, I mean it's and I thought about trying to install it myself, but they said don't do that.
I mean, don't listen to them. They want your money. But I mean, did you have a gist how to install it?
Well, I didn't even get that far because I Googled, like, can I install it myself? And they were like, it's supposed to be done by a licensed plumber. Like, apparently, like, if you don't use a licensed plumber, you're supposed to have, like, some regulatory commission come out and check your work and shit. And I'm just like, fuck that.
Nah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Well,
That's just
yeah.
motherfuckers trying to get your money.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But I don't know. It's all good now.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier about needing to come, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that there are dudes that need to come more than others?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like dudes that, like, if they don't crank it at least 2 to 3 times a day, they're just gonna go out on a killing spree or something like that.
I think alpha males for sure. Mm-hmm. They definitely need releases.
I think there was one in the news recently.
Yeah.
A certain brother of a certain quarterback.
Oh. I would never consider him an alpha, but maybe he's grown an alpha mentality with his brother.
I think that in his mind, he's a Mahomes, so...
Yeah. and Mahomes are trash. I fucking hate them all.
Right, so...
His dad, and I'm smoking up Joe Burrow. I hope the next year we fuck them up and be like, yo, I'm fucking taking a fucking Mahomes, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Jackson Mahomes, back in the news.
Fuck him.
What did he assaulted like a server or something like that? Like it was at a restaurant and he tried to kiss somebody or something like that?
Yeah, like an owner of one of his fucking bars, he does TikTok videos. Apparently he was like trying to make out with her or some shit. Yeah. Just being a creepy little fucking Mahomelet.
Right. Yeah, so he probably just needed to come.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I think he's got the ego where he's like, I don't make myself come. Other people do that for me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When, I don't know, maybe we should just like make it mandatory for people to come, for dudes to come.
You're not allowed to come out. And like, if the guys are getting together, you all have to like masturbate before you go out to the bar.
You remember when like the vaccine came out for COVID?
Yeah.
And like you went to concert halls and you had to show your vaccine card?
Yes. I like where you're going.
You have to show some kind of proof that you masturbated that day?
Like your mom, if you're a little one, has to give you a fucking like punch. Like,
Yeah, like,
hole
yeah,
punchers.
little hole puncher.
Yes, he came before he. You know, it would probably prevent a lot of fucking alpha male fights and hoodlum shit.
That's right.
I like it. It's not a bad idea. We're coming to our senses.
That's right.
Hell yeah. I mean, for real, dude. I don't know if I did it all through my 20s, but like, the older I got, I realized, like, yeah, jerk off a bunch before you go out, for you're not so wound the fuck up. Mm-hmm. And I used to do it a lot. It's not a problem so much anymore. In my older age, even today, I still try to like crank one off.
Right.
If I know there's gonna be chicks there, but like fucking 9 times out of 10, there ain't gonna be no fucking women there.
Yeah, like I feel like it's a meter, like almost like a thermostat or like the lifeline in a video game.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and it's getting closer and it's getting closer, and you gotta like come so it goes.
Yeah. It really is, dude.
Otherwise, you just fucking go berserk.
Mm-hmm. When a dude wants to come, there's no sense in their heads.
No.
I'm not justifying any disgusting behavior, but I think that's where
some of it could have been avoided.
I think so. If they would have jerked off before they went out.
I think when the X-Men go to fight Magneto, I think like Wolverine and Cyclops and Gambit, like they go take care of business.
Well, I don't know. They probably want to stay full of cum for they're like ready to go berserker.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say Wolverine for sure. That's probably how he gets to berserker.
Yeah, and then when they come back and they want to celebrate, like Wolverine's got to come for he doesn't try to fuck Jean Grey.
Right.
Yeah, like, that's Cyclops' girl.
He forgets to come and just cuts Cyclops' head off.
Yeah, and he's like, let's fuck. Yeah, that's where you find fucking creepy dudes in your fucking minivan trying to fuck your wife. Because they didn't come pre-party.
I hope, like, Iron Man has something in his suit where it's like he's got that screen that he looks at and it's like got a cum meter or something like that. Yeah. When it gets close, it's just like
he's at like a concert and he's just like gauging all the dudes like there's just like different cums like it's from funk.
Oh, he can see other dudes' cum meters.
Yeah, like he's like threat. This guy has not came
right.
And he just power boosts him like boof.
Like you remember that scene in Infinity War where like Thanos like has his hand out and like Captain America is like holding it back or whatever, and Thanos is like kind of shocked at how strong he is or whatever. I think Captain America should have just like thrown that to the side and then pulled his pants down and started jerking him off.
He's like, oh, he drops his rings down.
He drops the glove.
Yeah. Save humanity.
Fucking Scarlet Witch is jerking him off with her mind. Like, you think she could do that? Like telekinetic masturbation?
Dude, oh my god! I would say she probably could.
I would think she could. She can move things with her mind.
Yeah,
like move your foreskin, like flap it around.
My girl, I love her even more.
Thanos comes like, what am I doing? Half of life. That doesn't even make sense.
It's like I just gave life all over bedrock.
This fucking glove can just remove half of all life with a snap. I'm pretty sure it can replenish all the resources.
Yeah. But instead, Cumming is what fucking defeats it all.
Yep.
I kind of wonder too, like, is that what we have to give, like, all these crazy goddamn politicians that lead us to war? They just need to be fucked more on the rag, like, just release, like, cum, like...
Clinton knew what was up.
Yeah, I mean, he was coming.
Yeah, he was in the Oval Office.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
But all the Christians shame him because he wanted to come.
Right. I'll tell you the dude who probably came, like, the least in his life. Hitler.
Yes, absolutely.
He needed to come real bad.
Yeah. If like his sister would have jerked him off,
right,
it could have saved 6 million Jews.
Absolutely.
I agree, dude. Yeah,
he probably had a thing for Jewish chicks.
He probably did. And he fucking held his comeback. Like, I don't want to fuck Jew girls, but goddamn, that's my thing.
Yeah.
And there's also too, like, using your hand or a tool to masturbate to cum. Mm-hmm. It does release some, but, like, there's nothing better than getting off in a vagina.
That's true.
You know, like, that's the extra fucking chill me out mode.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I think of that now is because of Hitler. He probably didn't fuck any chicks.
He had a woman.
Yeah, but maybe he was all, like, uptight and wouldn't fuck her. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I can't imagine he fucked very much.
Yeah, because if he fucked a lot, he wouldn't
have been such a dick.
Yeah, like, trying to kill all these innocent people.
Right. Right, that's the mentality of a dude that doesn't come.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's like little dick syndrome.
Yeah, for sure. Napoleon apparently had a really small penis. I don't know how they know that. I mean, I guess maybe they just examined his body and they were like, whoa. I can't believe he gave us permission to do this. They're like, well, he didn't really.
Yeah, dude.
Like, whatever, it's going in the history books.
Yeah, it's just motherfuckers need a release, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, God, I think we're onto something. But how do we correct it? How do we distribute? I mean, I liked your thing, like, nobody can go out like a COVID card. Like, you have to come before you go out. I think. I mean, but that's more government regulations.
And I think propaganda will help.
Yeah.
Like Cum To Your Senses campaign. And it's spelled like C-U-M. Yeah. And it just shows like a dick, like, exploding, like, out, like, kind of like a street sign. Yeah.
but then you'll have the Christians like, oh, that's against our religion, that's our abortion. At the end of the day, it's just all religious fucks that don't like releases.
They definitely don't come.
Yeah, they just want to be pent up and hope their God's gonna expel all that aggression, which, guess what, motherfuckers, you're gonna rot like the rest of us.
Yeah, you're gonna get to heaven and God's gonna be like, you really need to come.
Yeah. If there's even a fucking heaven.
Right. I feel like in the afterlife there's gonna be like a metal detector, but it's going to be like a cum detector, and as you walk through it, if you haven't cum enough, like, you ejaculate as you walk through it.
It just, like, years and years of... Can you imagine that orgasm? Mm-hmm. Oh, dude. I almost want to quit jerking off just to fucking find out. Because, like, how long is the longest time you went without jerking off? So, for me...
The hospital. When I was in the hospital.
Oh, well, you were in a goddamn coma.
And you know what? I like to think I found a way.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Because you had the catheter in your penis, right?
And they're like, it's getting a little clogged.
Yeah. It's like piss coming out, and then there's this semen. Like, it's like the guy finds a way to ejaculate. Yeah, you're like, all right, so for me, it can go up to a week. And sometimes, like, waiting a week, it is the best load ever. Like, I can feel it through my whole body. It's just like, ugh.
If I just wait a couple days, it's like, sometimes it's just like almost hits me in the face.
Yeah,
I have to, like, dodge it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my shit shoots out. My shit's getting, like, gelatinous now, like, the longer I wait. Like, if I come on a regular basis, it's good, but, like, it's starting to get, like, little flubberies.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's normal. But I just don't jerk off on the rag because I'm getting old.
Is that why old guys are cranky?
Maybe that's why I've been cranky. I just need to start jerking off more. I have subscribed to Blue Chew to, like, get fucking hard-ons more.
Did you? I keep seeing those damn commercials on Facebook.
Yeah, Two-Turn Tony. Thank you, dude. I got a date lined up with my retarded girlfriend. I'm going to go fuck with some Blue Chew. I'm going to fucking release all up in her asshole.
Can you make a Blue Chew commercial, please?
Yeah, where I'm like, got her over doggy style. I'm like, throw it down on her fucking butt cheek, snort it off, and then just start...
Would she be willing to wear a helmet?
Probably. Yeah, and then I got her against, like, the fucking wall, and the helmet just like, boom, boom. I
love it, dude. Where's somebody we know's helmet at? I know we know somebody with a helmet.
Bobo?
Yeah. Well, that's true. Bobo's connected to the Bengals, so he has access to lots of helmets.
Yeah. My dad might have a bicycle helmet I can put on her. It's like falling off.
Like, keep it down.
Shut up. Concentrate. Yeah, smack her ass. Do another line of Blue Chew.
A line of it. Snorting it now. Oh, God.
Getting old as a motherfucker, booze heads.
God bless medicine.
Yeah, I mean, dude, for real.
I heard this thing the other day that they were testing, like, this gene therapy or something like that on yeast.
Yeah.
And they were able to age like extend like the age of yeast by 80%.
Really?
And they were saying if they could successfully translate that to humans, that humans could potentially live to 180 years old.
See,
and yeah, it's like in one hand you're just like, okay, but
what's my quality of life? Also, the environment. Like, can we sustain 80 billion people?
That's true.
Like,
yeah, that's true because the population would explode.
It's already exploding because of technology.
Because life expectancy is increasing. Yeah, maybe we need to work on decreasing it.
I think that's kind of why they gave us COVID shots and fucking. In the 1800s, you never really heard of cancer. Like, I'm not saying it was created, but I think cancer maybe has more to do with plastics. But yeah,
back then they probably just called it like the sickness.
True.
They didn't know what the fuck it was.
Very true.
And that's also probably because dudes were dying from gonorrhea way before they could get cancer.
That is true.
God, could you imagine like the fucking roulette wheel of banging a chick back in the day?
What are you talking about? Like having 12 kids and only 4 survived to help farm the garden, or?
Well, that, but I'm just talking about STDs. Well, they had to know.
Yeah, because I guess all they really had back then was like syphilis and gonorrhea. Like,
but they still had to know there's dick diseases.
Yeah, they did.
Like they had to put 2 and 2 together. Like, oh, I just fucked this girl, and now my pee burns.
Yeah, I heard they used to, like, if somebody had like gonorrhea, they would hit their dick with a hammer. Because I mean, before penicillin, and it would squirt out. Can you imagine having your dick hit with a hammer?
I'd rather not.
Yeah, well, before they created penicillin, there was no other way to get the pus out other than pop the motherfucker.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and not even disgusting, the pain.
Mm-hmm. Would it flatten it?
Yeah, just to get the pus out, just to give them relief. But I guess it wouldn't go away unless the white blood cells eventually killed it. I don't know how gonorrhea really works. I know one of the guy party members has had it like 7 times, but we have penicillin now.
Yeah, I just get an injection in there. Mm-hmm. Even a needle in my dick sounds awful.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it sounds way better than a hammer.
Yeah, I'm glad, too. Like, STD checks aren't like... They used to put a Q-tip in your dick hole. Oh, did you get it?
No.
Oh, yeah, like, I missed out on that one, thank God.
No, I feel like it might have been recommended at one point, and then I was like, nah. Yeah. I'm going to pass on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that, too.
I'll roll the dice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking crazy times. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, living to 180 sounds awesome and all.
If I can still retire at 70.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, too. It's like, how decrepit are we? Like, 100-year-olds
Well, the
now?
whole idea is that this gene therapy slows aging.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, yeah, I suppose you would, like, maybe start to be old and senile and shit into your 150s.
And they have that in development?
Oh, yeah, it's early stages right now. Like I said, they just tested it on you.
So, like, the rich people are going to have it.
Oh, yeah, it's not going to be available to us.
Yeah, we'll be dead and gone.
It'll be like 3 or 4 generations, probably.
Yeah, well, I won't be around to worry about it.
Generations, maybe, but not ours.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they get off planet Earth because Earth can't sustain it. But, hey, not my worries because I won't be here.
Well, maybe they'll get on Mars.
Yeah, because, I mean, that looks like a fucking great time.
Oh, just being in a dome the whole time?
Yeah. Living off potatoes. Trying to build, what do they call it when they try to build an atmosphere? They got a name for it. They did it in...
Terraform?
Terraform, thank you, yep.
For some reason, the word that came into my head was gentrification. No, that's when you take fucking poor neighborhoods and make them white.
Yeah. Which happened in Clifton.
Right.
But yeah, terraforming, yeah. I mean, terraforming...
Gentrification is kind of terraforming.
It kind of is, yeah. The new age terraforming.
This area is not acceptable for my people.
We took science fiction and applied it to fucking black neighborhoods. Hell yeah. I don't know, do we have any more cum notes for the booze heads?
Dolphins gotta come. Dudes gotta come. Everybody gotta come. I don't know about chicks.
Come check. Yeah, I mean, I know chicks want to come, but I think
But it
chicks,
doesn't seem like they get retarded.
Yeah, like chicks are like usually unfulfilled a lot of the times.
Right.
I can't speak for all the women you've been with, but I know all the women most of the guy parties been with has been unfulfilled. So
let's just say my batting average isn't ready for the majors.
I mean, I'm still in fucking T-ball. So. And my dick's starting to stop working correctly. So I don't think my batter average is going to come up.
I want to meet the Ty Cobb of fucking. The Pete Rose.
Ron Jeremy.
Hell yeah. Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, apparently he slayed a lot of bitches.
And, well, just because he put his penis in a lot of them doesn't mean he satisfied them,
That's true. We'll never know, dude, because I've heard chicks tell me, yeah, you got me off, and then when things go sour, I was like, you fucking little dick never got me off. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit that they can just, like, fucking fake it, but, I mean, I guess it's kind of nice that they do.
I appreciate it.
It is, yeah.
But it does suck for them, because I don't know, like, if you're going to fake it, like, tell me what I need to do to help you come.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you didn't come, like, all right, let me get down on you for a bit or whatever. Let me diddle with my fingers. But whatever. But it's like, no, it's like they'll fake it and just it's like, we're done. And it's like, well, that's got to be pretty fucking disappointing for you.
But I guess, I mean, like, I'm not a female, so I don't know. I mean, I guess they don't have to always come. I mean,
maybe,
I wish
like, through the years, like, you remember how I was saying, like, evolution has made it so that our shit stinks so that we won't play with it sexually.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe like women have just instinctually learned to satisfy men even at their own expense.
So they don't smear shit on their bodies.
So they can get them off so they don't lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, like, quit rubbing turds on your bodies, man.
There's like some caveman rubbing like shit all over himself. And then like the cave woman just jerks him off. And the next thing you know, wheel.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, fire.
Yeah, so
next thing you know, cave paintings.
We made it easier for women, and they just had to sacrifice coming.
That's right.
Because we rubbed turds on ourselves.
Like, I bet for every major, like, breakthrough, there was an ejaculation.
Oh, yeah.
Really nearby. Like, Ben Franklin, like, jerked off, and then he was like, I'm gonna go fly a kite.
Yeah, I guarantee it, dude, for real. But I love it, too, like, how women inspired men. Like, society doesn't work without women. So Booze has quit disrespecting women. Women rule. Because we would smear shit on our bodies.
We would.
To fucking fornicate, and they said, no, enough's enough.
Evolution said enough's enough. But them too, yes. But I'm sure they figured it out very early on. There's probably, like, in the wild, like, some apes, like, an ape will just start going, ape shit, and like, just, like, tearing shit up, throwing bananas everywhere, and then, like, a girl ape will be like, just come over.
I mean, you see it at the zoo all the time.
And put him to sleep.
Yeah. The male is throwing turds at the fucking windows, and the fucking female comes over, jerks him off, and,
and then he's all good. Come to your senses.
Yeah. Come to your senses. Hell yeah. All right. Fuck yeah, man. And on that
note, are we going to talk about the draft?
Fuck, this is way better. All right. Do we got anything else before we...
Who day?
Yeah, jump into the dude's room. Dude's right room.
I'm good with it.
Well, Booth Heads, thanks for joining in for another episode.
That's right. Remember to come to your senses.
Yeah, come to your senses.
Tell all of the men in your life you know. Mm-hmm. Spread the word.
And I think there's more dudes listening, so make sure to come before you go out drinking. And until the next episode, guy